We got a trilogy on our hands, y'all, which means we got fight film to break down. So you know I'm excited. Saul Canelo Alvarez, super middleweight undisputed champion. He gonna be facing off against the likes of none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Triple G Genady Gelovkin, as we seen laying that vicious uppercut against Canelo Alvarez. While y'all look at the credentials on the screen, want all my students hit the like, grade A boxing, but I need for you to display these type of characteristics before you get hit. And that's what I really find to be impressive in Canelo. I really think that he'll come out in the matrix from the beginning. He won't have to eat a red or a blue pill, which is the left or the right, to really go in the matrix. I can't wait to see that. And coming off a loss, I think he will be sharp. Now going into this Bivol film, we gonna look at what Canelo do when he did close the pressure, because in his last fight he did have some success closing the distance. He just didn't work when he did, which I really found highly disappointing, and I thought that that was really detrimental as far as him losing this fight. But we could see Bivol knocking him off his front foot, but look at him close the distance right there with no punch repertoire. Look at him close the distance again, just look to throw one punch again, which is a jab. So we've just seen him throw 3 punches, but all in 1 punch cadence. Now look at him close the distance, laying that up, but that need to be like a 3 or a 4 punch combination so that you can begin to move his hands. Bivol was very tight, and then once Bivol set and transitioned his weight onto his back foot so that he could deal with the onslaught from pressure from Canelo Alvarez, I really just didn't think that Canelo went to work enough. He had opportunities to really be successful. He just didn't go to work enough when he closed the distance. As you can see right now, he's closing the distance. Look at Bivol knocking him off his front foot, and he has no answer, versus his head should be on that outside slot, and he should be coming over the top with that overhand right. But Canelo wasn't really in thought cadence. I believe that he was just frustrated from Bivol keeping him out of his comfort zone. Now we got a Canelo jab appearance, and the more he jabbed, the more he closed the distance. He had success, but watch what he do. Boom, 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 and then sell out. Nobody's gonna be there long enough for you to wind up, load up, transition your weight from your back to your front foot, and then still be there when the punch get there. I'm sorry, man. You won't have any success against any professional fighter that way. So I really look for Canelo to get back on his fundamentals and bring his jab to the fight. If he don't, Triple G will whoop his ass, trust me. But as we can see right here, he's trying to close the distance. And look at Bivol and how smart he is and how he changes his punch cadence. And he throws a 3-piece right there to control the line. Then he circles out and catches Canelo before he can dictate where the line is. We can see Canelo land 2 body shots right there, but he doesn't look to work after that. So all of your punch cadences are in 1s or 1-2. We don't see a 3 or 4 punch combination, which is something that you're gonna need with a fighter as a Dimitri Bivol with such a high defensive purpose. As Dimitri Bivol's high guard is extremely tight. Now you just gonna see him knock Canelo off his front foot, pivot around where he control the line. But look at Canelo close the distance and don't work. Look at him don't work, then throw them 2 uppercuts in that body shot. What is that ugly ass shit? Man, some of the shit he do, I'm just disappointed. I was very disappointed in. He's a much better fighter than this. Canelo, it looked like sometimes when your success come, your fundamentals go. Look at him laying that right hand and has nothing to follow it up with. Like, all of these punches are 1 punch, 1 punch, another 1 punch. No 3 or 4 punch combinations as if he has any type of game plan. He just looks to land that big shot. He lands it right there, but has nothing to follow it up with again. So as we can see, Canelo did land his punch. He didn't really have problems closing the distance. I didn't see him having problems closing the distance until later on in the fight, because Dimitri Bivol knew that he was trying to throw throw that one punch. So he just began to keep him on his back foot for the remainder of the fight. And anytime that you could see that weight transition onto his front foot, just as you looking at right now, Bivol just throwing these shots to keep him off his front foot. Look at him, nudge him right there, just so I know that you can't transition that weight on to your front foot and bring that wide looping right hook that you like to catch people with. Grade A boxing, grade A film from Dimitri Bivol. I was highly impressed. As you know, if you've been a student at OTB boxing class, we got a breakdown on weight transitions from this fight, in which we told y'all that that's what Dimitri Bivol was gonna do. But look at him push him off of his pivot and push him off of his front foot, and Canelo really don't have an answer for that at all. He really just looks to close the distance and not work. And that's what you can't do against Triple G, because I can promise you that in this fight with Triple G, when he's in there to land his punch, even if he has to eat his punches, you can see Triple G land that right hand again. I mean, Canelo land that right hand, but he don't have any pressure, don't have any orchestrated punch placement to help move those hands of Dimitri Bivol or help keep him stationary. He lands that body shot right there. We could see him landing several shots. You had opportunities for success. You just didn't go about it the right way, and your feet really was planted a little bit too much to have success against a fighter like a Dimitri Bivol. So I really look to see how light Canelo is, and I really look to see how his punch placement is, as well as his punch transition. Does he bring his jab with him so that we don't see this weight transition and these right hooks and these big punches that you like to throw right there? You understand? You can see that a mile away when I can time your weight transition. Now Dimitri Bivol just put him on his back foot once I know and I can see that weight transition. So for Canelo, I think that a key for this fight is going to be for him to bring his jab and to bring it for the whole fight, which means I don't want to see you fight in spurts. I want to see you very responsive to the pressure that Triple G is going to put on you, because Triple G is going to come out here to win this fight, given the course and the place that he's in his career. As we know, he's 40 years old, so I don't really think that he'll look to be in the ring much longer than this fight. I think that he want to win this fight and walk into the sunset, but for him to do so, he has to be active with his jab. He has to be active for every minute of the round. You gotta go and run an extra 2 miles today. I know it's media workout day, but you gotta make sure you bring your legs, and you gotta make sure you prepared to fight for the whole fight, because we know that Canelo fights in spurts, and I feel like that's something that you can really take advantage of if you're actually prepared to fight for 12 rounds within the course of this fight. But him being 40, him giving the beating on his body that he's had, I really think that a key for Canelo is going to be his attention to body work. I don't want you to abandon the body work. You stick with it. As that jab sets up that body shot, that big shot will come, but it has to be in a cadence. It has to be in a 2 or 3, maybe even a 4 punch cadence, because you're not going to land a big shot and drop Triple G. Ain't nobody did it in his career yet. I don't look for you to be able to do it. However, you are coming off a loss, so I really want y'all to look for his fundamentals. Let's see how fundamentally sound Canelo is coming off of this loss. Let's see how teachable he was once he lost, and he wasn't the legend of Canelo Alvarez. You understand? We even he had to admit his mortality within this sport. So those are my keys to the fight. Mine for Triple G is him being able to work off of his jab, him being able to fight for 10 rounds. I feel like if he fight for 10 rounds later on in the fight, his opportunity will present itself for him to have some success with bigger punches down the stretch of this fight. For Canelo, I need for you to bring your jab, baby. Bring your jab, bring your legs, and you'll win this fight in the 4th, 6th round. Make sure you don't abandon the body regardless of the success that it appears that you may be having, because Triple G is going to have an answer for that, for those body shots, as we know. And we just looked at that pretty ass jab set up by that left overhand hook that he liked to throw in, that straight right hand. In that order, you will see those 3 punches landed. So let's look for Canelo to be in the matrix from the start of the bell. I really think that that's pivotal pivotal for him. He don't need to get hit before he start fighting and before he start using the defensive prowess that makes him special as a fighter. But all in all, I got Canelo to win this fight. I think that Triple G's body just don't hold up at 40 years old, and we can see the punishment that body punches have on him. I don't think that he'll be able to withstand those from the likes of a Canelo Alvarez. Now, let's get to it. We got Alicia Baumgartner and Michaela Mayer debate on Thursday of next week. I believe that's the 9th. 9:30 Central Time. Y'all know we gonna be on everything boxing and sports. Go ahead and sub to the guy Key. Appreciate everything he did for the channel. We that debate is on Knockout 86 TV debate series. Also, we got Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall in the undisputed contest. We got 2 undisputed women's bouts this weekend. They are on the Zone pay-per-view, so I really want y'all to go out and pay for them girls' fights as we look to support women's boxing and keep it on the stage it deserves. These girls has given us 4 undisputed fights after Saturday this year. Big salute to the women's boxing community. Big salute to my guy Box Talk 101 presenting me with the Canelo Alvarez Dimitri Bivol film. Highly impressed, man. Y'all go ahead and sub to the guy, man. He got a lot of dope content going on over there. Get to the TWT website. Go ahead and make yourself a member, man. There's some iconic things about to come out of there as well. And as far as the fight film go, what else we got coming up? We got Andy Ruiz. And also hit the comments. Let me know who y'all got in this fight. Let me know if you got Triple G or Canelo, because in the after show that we do on Sundays at 3 o'clock, we starting the after show on Sundays at 3 o'clock after Stormy B, where we will be giving y'all flowers for fights that y'all call. If OTB is wrong, we gonna come up with some type of concept. But I don't really focus on calling fights. I just want to make sure that we know what we looking at, because when a fight break out, I want y'all to know what you're looking at. So make sure everybody like and is sub to OTB boxing class. Man, I enjoy breaking this down for y'all and with y'all. On that note, man, it's football season. We gonna have some football film for y'all too, man. We've been working on some football film too. So big salute to the guys for that. And what else we got? OTB boxing class is no longer a class. We have made it into a school now. We are approaching 1,000 subs, so I can appreciate every like, every sub, every mention, every share. As we get to 1,000, we will be having a grand opening presentation. You understand? Hey, really something special for my boxing fans that I'm putting together once we hit 1,000. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all know what it is. A fight gonna break out, so make sure y'all subbed and sitting in class at OTB Boxing School. And let's make a casual fan a real boxing fan. On that note, class is dismissed. We out.